Welcome to Football Overseas, your ultimate destination for thrilling sports content. Brace yourselves for an exhilarating journey through the world of football and beyond. We're more than just scoreline predictions and match analysis. Get ready for a diverse range of shows designed to ignite your passion for sports. Step into the action with our lineup of shows: Champions Crystal Ball for all UEFA tournaments, Premier League Game Month Show, La Liga Game Month Show, Libertadores Vision for Copa America and Copa Libertadores, Goal Plus Africa covering AFCON and African football, Harem B Stars Unleashed predicting Kenyan national football team matches, Eurovision for European tournaments, and the Football Debate Show, your go-to for the hottest debates. And that's not all. Dive into the excitement of NHL, NBA, NFL, T20 cricket, rugby sevens, and much more. Football thrilling journey. Subscribe, engage, and be part of the excitement. Buckle up for an adrenaline-pumping ride. The game is on.
Okay, hey guys, welcome to another video on the football of this live for Man United on match preview, and we have a guest called a young is a analyst from a fellow Man United fan. So yeah, big up
Nice to meet you. How you doing? You okay?
yourself.
You well?
Yeah, I'm well, and you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, Kyle. Looking forward to the weekend. Been no football on for a couple of weeks with the international break.
Yeah, the thing with break is it is good to have a break. The club foot again, you tend to give you panic actually Man United's defense. It tend to me is also our goal. It's not that clear.
I think that the problem we've got at the moment is, albeit the players have had most of the players have had the English players in particular have had a couple of weeks off. So any kind of niggling injuries, like for Luke Shaw, for example, or Harry Maguire, who are not involved in international football, Mason Mount's another one, they get a little bit more time to rest, go into the recovery period and make sure they're fresh come Monday. But players like Fernandes, Dalot, etc., Matthias de Ligt, them guys are still travelling, so they'll probably be glad to get back to the UK and be looking forward to the game themselves. You gone?
Yeah, sorry.
Poor internet connection, yeah?
Yeah, sometimes the internet does that. So yeah, what was I saying? Somebody that I was looking forward to having on back on the squad is Lisandro Martinez. Remember him, the one from Argentina centre back. And it's good that he didn't go for international break. He's back in full fitness.
I think he still travelled. I think he still went to and joined up with the Argentina squad, but obviously he didn't play. And I just think it was really for. I believe nowadays with FIFA, your home country coaches, they need to see you as well and have a little look at you and assess how far you are along. But I do think it's going to be something that'll give the whole squad a boost with Lisandro Martinez being back.
Yeah, it will give definitely the squad a boost with Lisandro Martinez being back. I remember how he used to attack us, how he used to defend. So yeah, it is a kind of like a boost.
I think he'll get. As long as we're not getting beat, I do think he'll get some minutes, maybe around 75 minutes, 80 minutes, to give him a 10-minute run out, just to see, just to bed him back into the side, and hopefully,
Mm.
this is the end of his injury period, because he's had quite. I know he's always done his cruciate, but before that, he'd had another knee injury and a calf injury, and I just think he needs to, like Luke Shaw's done. Luke Shaw seems to have put it behind him. So fingers crossed Martinez can be the same.
Yeah, fingers
Who would be?
crossed that he can be the same.
Yeah, who would be then? Who would be your starting back three once Martinez is back fully fit and he's got a game or two under his belt?
I think I'll go for a physical back three, considering the kind of physicality forwards that the Premier League has, especially the wingers and the strikers. So I'll go with people like Maguire, people like people like Maguire, people like Lisandro Martinez and Dalot.
You'd leave out Lenny Yoro over Maguire.
Like Maguire offers that attacking threat towards the end. The headers.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, agreed. I think I
Yeah,
go. I think I'd go with Yoro, Dillit, and Martinez on the left. That way, then it gives another option. I think Luke Shaw could play as a wing back because he's
oh
got a
yeah,
good and he's very quick, get up and down. He's good when he's attacking. So it gives us another option. I'm quite looking forward to having a fully fit squad. And one of the things that Ruben Amorim pointed out when he first came on board, and we all knew this, was the amount of players that were injured. Look now, I think Martinez is it, and obviously Benjamin Sesko's just got a new injury. But outside of that, Sesko's the only player that's going to be not fit, which has been unheard of in the last 4 years at United.
and I think for people like Sesko, like what annoyed me in the last match is why did Ruben bring in Sesko? Like United was already playing well without Sesko in the game against Tottenham. I
Yeah,
feel like when we brought in Sesko, it disarranged our attack.
it kind of does, but I think that applies to other areas as well. That starting 11 that we know who the starting 11 are. Once that changes slightly, it takes them another 5-10 minutes to get a grip of the game, and we're struggling almost every game once substitutions are made, and I'm a bit baffled as to why he does change things sometimes when things are going so, as you just pointed out, things are going so well on the pitch. Why would you do that? And he seems to have a habit of taking off centre backs, which I find absolutely bizarre.
Yeah, but also I think what I found bizarre is Casemiro came out and Bruno stayed in the game. Like Bruno
Again,
misplaced a
yeah.
couple of chances, so he should have been subbed out as well.
Do you think we lack discipline with Bruno in midfield once Casemiro goes off?
I think the case will let Bruno play as attacking midfielder. I'll let him compete with Mount, Cunha, and Bomo for those two roles in attacking.
Yeah,
And then I'll have Mainoo and Casemiro as my starting DMs. I'll let you Ugarte fight for starting spot with Casemiro.
I
And then,
absolutely agree. It's shocking that Kobe Mainoo isn't starting.
like, he makes
I
our
don't
squad
understand.
much better.
Huh?
Kobe starting makes our squad much better in the midfield.
He's better carrying the ball than Casemiro, but
Yeah,
he just lacks a tiny little bit of pace that Casemiro doesn't have. It's just that Casemiro reads the game so well in comparison to Kobe Mainoo. But the other attributes Kobe brings, from an attacking perspective, ball carrying, transitions, he should be starting. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a loan move in January. Especially where the rumours, as we've seen every day, the rumours about going after Elliot Anderson, be it Carlos Baleba, be it Adam Wharton, even Conor Gallagher has been mentioned. So if if Kobe Mainoo's got to be looking and thinking, are you actually going to bring in another another midfielder. He has to be
But
thinking.
I think the thing with Kobe Menu, he cannot depend on Kobe Menu to be the solo DM. The, he needs somebody ahead of him.
I'd like it if we bought somebody like Adam Wharton and actually played Adam Wharton and Cobby together. I think that would be a phenomenal pairing. I even think Conor Gallagher and Cobby would work as well, but not as well as a Wharton or an Elliott. That would be the dream for me. I mean, even above Carlos Baleba, who I rate highly, I'd still go after either Adam Wharton or Elliot Anderson for sure. What about you?
For DM,
Yeah,
for DM, I think United needs a physical DM. Somebody like Wharton. Wharton would be an excellent signing for him. Or
yeah,
somebody like Stilia. Stilia
yeah,
from
yeah. Angelo Stiller.
the German league. Yeah.
Yeah. He was
However,
quite
I
good, wasn't
saw
he?
that he has chosen Real Madrid over Man United.
Sorry, he's chosen.
Real Madrid.
I've not seen that myself, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's the competition for clubs for players now is fiercer than ever. I know that the Premier League generates more money and is able to pay substantially more. I mean, when you compare the top 5 leagues, the Premier League again spent more money than the other 4 leagues combined. So the pulling power of the Premier League is huge, but most of the clubs in the Premier League now can afford to spend money, and we'll see again in January whether. Are you there? Yeah.
So, yeah,
We'll
what
see
were you
again.
saying
We'll see
before?
again in January what Premier League clubs spend, because there's going to be a queue of people going after Antoine Semenyo.
Yeah, I think you remember also Lenny as well when Man United was going after Lenny. Initially he chose Real Madrid over Man United, but
Yeah,
eventually he signed for Man United. Could it be the same case as Angelo Stiller as well? Could United pull another Lenny Euro over Madrid?
I think somebody like Angelo Stilo would suit the Premier League perfectly as well. I think he'd look at the La Liga and maybe it's not for him. If anything, the German league is more like the Premier League. It's
Yeah.
100 mile an hour, very very well, not as physical as what it used to be, but still considered a physical league. Whereas you get an awful lot of space in Spain to play. Yeah,
Mm.
I think Steeler would be more suited to the UK, to the English Premier League for sure.
Yeah. Anyway, who do who do you think will be a threat in the Everton squad in the game on Monday?
You've got to look at first and foremost, really, Grealish, the way he's playing, um, and especially as well down that left hand side. If we're suspect anywhere, it's down that left hand side. I'm not knocking if Ahmad plays. He's not yet got his defensive duties quite right. He's getting there, so I think Grealish is probably going to be the one to watch yet again. Um, Defensively, they seem quite solid. Um, yeah, but Grealish, he always causes problems against Man United, so I don't think it'll be any different. I think, yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. Actually, are you?
Yeah, when I was looking at this game, I could see that Everton is a bit imbalanced. Like the games that in the last 5 games they have scored like five, conceded like seven, which means they are like more like United. They concede and score
Yeah,
in the same game. So as well, it will be hard for both teams to keep a clean sheet. I don't expect a clean sheet to be kept by the winning side,
definitely
whoever
not.
wins this game. And remember, we played each other in the summer series where it was a 2-2 draw
Yeah,
against the Moyes side. And
So
the
yeah, I
last
also
time,
think. Sorry, my apologies. Go on.
yeah, the last time we played them in a competitive match was Ruben's debut, where we beat, we smashed them 4-0. But again, this is David Moyes, so it won't be the same smashing. Yeah.
No. I also think as well we'll play with a false nine. I don't think Zirkzee will get a starting role up front. I don't. I think it'll be. I think maybe Mainoo comes in with Casemiro, and Bruno plays as a false nine with Mbeumo and Cunha. But I just don't see Zirkzee getting a starting place on Monday night.
Yeah, I think the way Ruben will play it is we might have Cunha as the striker, Mount and Obomo as the attacking midfielders, and then he'll stick to his stubborn Bruno and Casemiro as DMs, and then we'll have Doku and Mazuari as wingbacks.
Yeah, I hope Nazir Mazwa he plays. I think he's been absolutely exceptional from the moment we bought him. So
Yeah, also,
when he's fit, he's probably the second name on the team sheet.
yeah, also Dogu he has played also well, Patrick Dogu as well. But my issue with Patrick Dogu is he has when he has too much pace. When he goes down the wings, he doesn't know how to close it into the box. That's it, the
Yeah,
only issue I have with him.
end end product. Like Mazraoui, he's so versatile. He can even step into when Bruno goes forward. You see Mazraoui step into midfield and cover that. But Patrick Dorgu at the moment, um, yeah, he's not my favourite player. I must admit because of his end product. Um, and again, he seems to be one of the players that if he doesn't start and he's been coming on towards the end of the game, he struggles to get up to the tempo of the game. But it's still early days for the kid. He's not been with us that long, has he?
No, he hasn't. I think he'll be soon celebrating his first year at Man United. He was signed last year, January.
Yeah. So he's still
Yeah,
got time to bed in and improve, and I think he will. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, in the last 5 games, it's been the first time since Ruben has been in charge that you actually see a genuine improvement, a genuine where for what you can actually say, I can see what he's trying to do, and it's starting to actually work, and the players are starting to gel, and they're listening, and the wing backs are in front of the ball, and they're ready on the front foot, and you can see what he's trying to do. So I think I just looked at our next 10 fixtures, and every single one of the next 10 fixtures are their teams below us. But we've got 5 or 6 games until the lads leave for African Cup of Nations. So this next 5 games, I think, is where you will. We need to, 5 wins. We need that because I do think we'll hit a bit of a brick wall once Ahmad and Buemo leave for AFCON.
I think what he should do, he should try to manage the minutes of Obomo and Ahmad. Like he knows that Ahmad and Obomo are leaving in the next 5 weeks, right? Why
Yeah,
can't you just play Ahmad and Obomo for 60 minutes, then you bring on other lads to see whether they can match up the same tempo?
yeah. I think
Because
it'll be a
otherwise,
big loss once they go, especially on
uh,
that right hand side. Obviously, on the right hand side. So yeah, I do think he needs to start looking at options.
yeah, he needs to start bringing those options up in the next 5 games. Otherwise, it's like the way I see Ahmad and Mbomo leaving for AFCON, it's like an employee going for a leave. If your star employee is going for a leave, what you do as a manager, you try to
Yeah,
adjust the workload and see whether other employees can cover for him in the next before he leaves.
yeah. Agreed. What score do you think it'll be on Monday?
I think United needs a response, especially at home. They need a response against Tottenham. They know that they bottled it against Tottenham. There's no excuses for them. They also bottled it against Tottenham. I know fans were like, oh, At least we did win, but that was a bottle job that we did in the last two games. We were ahead at halftime, 1-0. Actually, I remember I was doing a watch along on the channel for Tottenham. I went for s- I went to pick something in the supermarket to buy some fruits. I come back, I see United is 2-1 ahead. I remember I was even telling a rival friend of mine, he was an Arsenal fan. I was telling him that with 15 minutes to go, United cannot bottle a 1-0 nil, a 1-0 lead. I go for some shopping and come back. I see United is 2-1, is losing 2-1 already.
I couldn't believe it. Seriously, could not believe it.
It's like when we switch off for 15 minutes, we concede like two goals. And that's what Ruben needs to work on.
Yeah.
How, how do we how do we manage crisis in a game?
It's the substitutions. Once the substitutions are made, we completely fall apart, and we can see. The thing is, there's an improvement. Last season, we wouldn't have got a draw at Forest. We wouldn't have got a draw at Tottenham. It wouldn't have happened. We'd have probably conceded again. But we've been a little bit more savvy in game management, is we need to improve on. But at least we managed to grab a draw in each one. I know it's a little bit of a disappointing result, but I do see the progression from last season, and I actually think Monday night I'm going to stick my neck out and say 2-1, tight game, 2-1, goals in it, end to end. I'm looking forward to the game.
I see Lemens will be wanting to keep a clean sheet. He hasn't kept a clean sheet in quite a long time. And again, it's Everton. Everton has not been scoring too many goals. Actually, I was looking at Everton's goal scorers against United, and they only have one player that scored against United in the last five head-to-head, and that was Beto. Remember Beto?
Yeah,
He has only scored one goal. Apart from that, Everton's past scorers have all left the club. So I think it brings me like vibes of Nottingham. Remember, Nottingham didn't have many goal scorers in their team that scored against United in previous games. So again, I think this could be a match where we can beat them 3-0 if we concentrate and play better in the second half as we did in the first half.
agreed. I'm looking forward to it. Right, thanks for your time. I've got to go. I appreciate talking to you. I'll do this again with you.
Yeah, big up. You want to shout out to your socials or
Yeah. Quick shout out to my social media, Raquel Silverstone, um, on Instagram, and my YouTube podcast channel is Judged by Two. Thank you.
yeah, big up lad.
Take care, my
Uh
friend.
yeah,
Bye.
take care. Bye bye. Yeah, so big up for joining the stream. Yeah. So it's going to be a 3-0 win